it's Raven's Guardian, and welcome to Assassin's Creed 2. Before we get started here, I just want to leave a little bit of a disclaimer. So I tried to do wholesome content on my channel, and this game I've noticed has quite a bit of cussing in it. So if you are a young child or a parent that is putting this playlist on for a young child, you might want to consider not having them watch this. However, if you're okay with that, by all means, enjoy. Alright, so we just finished up with Assassin's Creed 1 yesterday, and this is Assassin's Creed 2. So we're picking up basically where we left off, and we will get right into it. I have everything set up on here, so we have the spoken language will be English, subtitles will be on. I'm using a Xbox 360 controller, and I'm playing this on a PC. So we'll get started, and hopefully this series goes just as well as the other series. It's not set up exactly the same way as the previous one, so you'll notice that there's quite a bit of difference when it comes to the way the memory blocks are set up. You don't just fast travel to places and having the same kind of setup as you did in Assassin's Creed 1. So this one's a little bit different, but I think that'll be okay.
My name is Desmond Miles. I'm a prisoner of war. A war I never knew existed, waged by two groups I never thought were real. Templars and Assassins. The Animus showed me the truth. The things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using it. Using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact. One of many so-called pieces of Eden. The Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change. They want to make us all their slaves. When they first brought me here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. But I can't do it alone. And maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy. I think she's on my side. She's gone now. She's taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his Templar masters. I don't know what will happen to her, or what will happen to me. All I know is I need to get out of here, and I need to do it soon. My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story.
Alright, so that was a pretty nice little recap of basically what happened in Assassin's Creed 1. Kind of all the clips there from Assassin's Creed 1, so that was kind of cool.
We have to go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they...
Now.
And you can see the graphics are a lot better in Assassin's Creed 2 than they are in Assassin's Creed 1. And all that was...
Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then...
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
Yeah, so this was over 2 years. So 2007, Assassin's Creed 1 came out, and then this one came out in 2009. Alright, so there's something that we didn't notice from the first game, that we're Subject 17. We did see a lot about Subject 16, and it looks like they're comparing our two DNA strands here to find common ancestors.
Spingi! Spingi! Di nuovo! Sì, sì, brava! It is a boy.
Oh, my love. Mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late? Give him here.
Giovanni.
Shh, my love. It will be all right. Tu sei un auditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti. Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
And there's the birth of Ezio.
Get up. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
Ooh. That's weird. I don't like how they do the camera with the triggers.
Really getting out of here, huh?
Because it's also
Abstergo's got some
inverted.
fucked up interior decorators.
Stay close.
Hey! You're not supposed to be up here! Open this door! I'm calling it in.
We have a breach in the research wing. I repeat, there's been a breach in the research.
Come on, Desmond, let's
Requesting
go.
backup from all available security personnel.
Yeah, I'm trying to run. This is not letting me run.
Boy, these must be a bitch to clean.
There they are! Don't let them get away! Holy shit!
Like how she runs and he's just like, do 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 do. Let's just walk.
Look at this place.
There we go. The camera's a little bit better now.
Over here,
So I figured out how to run.
Cameras?
I rigged them to loop old footage. How do you think I managed to hide all your nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're good.
So I've been told. But they're on to us now. We need to hurry. Careful. We need to get to that elevator on the other side of the room. Follow my lead, but keep an eye out for security. I'd rather avoid a fight.
Well, good luck, Lucy, because I can't run. So, like holding down on the A button doesn't even let me run. It just...
Is that an animus?
Careful.
Yeah, see, like, I can't
You're only
run.
gonna hurt yourself, Desmond.
How many of them are there?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how she's... Oh, there we go. Apparently it's the upper right button.
Is it animuses or animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy, what do they need with all of them?
Desmond, shut the fuck up. Please.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we made it. Doesn't matter.
Fuck. I thought this card would work. It must be on a separate system, and I don't have the code.
Wait. Shit. Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go. It's always something.
What was that in the animus? Subject 16? Ezio Audi something?
I think we've been wrong all along. That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, They're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
Alright, time to kick some butt. Daggone. Ouch. Come on, Lucy. It might be helpful if you help out of here. They're just letting me get hit.
Get in.
You're joking.
It's for your own protection.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
He's like, wait, what?
Thanks for that. It was great. Shoved in the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This
it.
way.
So, gonna tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What?
Yeah, Desmond, walk like an
What
Egyptian.
is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful. And every day, more of us die.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
What? No. No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No. Not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
So that's why you found him. My ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me out of Abstergo and brought me here just to make me an assassin?
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Thank you.
Lucy! You made it! God, it's been so long. 7 years, can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core! This is amazing. With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
All right, let's talk to the team. So we'll talk to Rebecca first.
Hey, Desmond. What's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more adjustments.
Really got like a Michael Jackson vibe with the one glove on. Anything else I can say to her? No. All right, let's go talk to Sean. Apparently you can't run in here.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
Cool.
Hello, Desmond. Go away.
Alrighty. Talk to Lucy real quick, and then we'll hop into the Animus and get things started.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, before. Everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
No. Going through all that. Knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
Lucy, I've been seeing things. Symbols in my bedroom. The code on the keypad. Just like Altair.
It's from the bleeding effect. You're taking on more than your ancestors' memories. You're taking on their skills, too. In this case, eagle vision.
Skills?
You're more receptive now. So if all goes well, everything Ezio learns in the Animus, you'll learn too.
You really think this will work? That I'll become an assassin?
You already are an assassin. You'll just be better at it.
Yeah, hopefully much better at it. I mean, seriously, I saw the tapes from Abstergo. You didn't even try and escape.
What a dick.
Sorry, Desmond. I've got some stuff to take care of. We can talk more later.
Alrighty.
Sorry, can't talk now.
So that's everybody. Let's hop into the Animus and get started.
So how does this work? Of course.
Deep breath.
Ah! Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean!
Well...
Here we go.
Alright, into the Animus we go. Might take a second to figure out the controls, because they're completely different from Assassin's Creed. Or the original Assassin's Creed, so we'll see how this works out. Alright, so we're in, now in Italy. And there's Ezio.
Insieme per la vittoria! Insieme! Silenzio, my friends! Silenzio! Grazie. Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Buonasera, Viera. We were just talking about you. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Cotardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Uccidetelo!
Alright, so we have to fight Vieri di Pazzi's men. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oops, I guess that's the map. As I said, we're have to figure out how to operate all these new controls because they're slightly different. Beating up my own guys. Always good. And apparently it unset all my controls. So that's nice. So we'll figure that out once we get done here.
Hey! Behind you! Federico! What are you doing here? I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight. And? You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
Okay, well, apparently we're getting our butt kicked.
Hold on. What? We've almost won this. Your lip. Just a scratch. Let the doctor decide. It's not necessary. Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours. Wasted it on women and wine, huh? I'd hardly call it wasted. Lend me some florins then. Or have you done the same? Search them. There's bound to be something in their pockets.
Alright, so we want to press select to see our objectives or not. I guess just start. So boys will be boys, fight Vieri di Pazzi's men. Current objectives to loot 200 florins to pay the doctor. Yeah, we already know that. Alright, so to loot, it's just basically walk over top of them and then hold the B button for an Xbox controller, or circle, I suppose, if you're on PlayStation. And then you can just loot money from the bodies.
Va bene. That should be enough. Let's get out of here before the guards arrive.
Alright, so we want to go with Federico. So let's see. Nope, that's the weapon wheel. Let's see what it says for him in the database. So recent entries, we have Federico Auditore. So Federico Auditore, he was born in 1458. He is a student and noble. He's Ezio's older brother, the eldest Auditore. Federico entered the Medici Bank as a clerk when he was 19. However, the bank logs indicate he mostly dicked around rather than actually working. One entry goes into detail. On September 17th, 1475, a bag of gold florins went missing. After panic struck the bank, the elder Auditore approached Francesco Ciccetti and with a smile revealed the location of the bag, which had been hidden on a rooftop. If he weren't the son of Giovanni Auditore, I'd speak to Lorenzo D'Amici and have him put in the stocks. Unsurprisingly, Federico was removed from the bank's payroll shortly after his 20th birthday. Here's some other ones that we haven't been to yet, but I guess are already in here. So Ponte Vecchio. So Ponte Vecchio is the bridge that spans from Arno at its narrowest point or spans the Arno at its narrowest point. The original version was presumably constructed by the Romans, but the first written records only appear in 996. Two previous incarnations of the bridge were swept away in floods before the present structure was built in 1345. The tower was built at the southeast corner to defend it. The bridge consists of 3 segmental arches. It has always had shops lining the central passageway, a feature which seems extraordinary now but was common during the Renaissance. At first, butchers took up residence there, but over time they were pushed out by jewelers, souvenir shops, and creepy teenagers, chaining locks to the bridge's railing and throwing the keys into the river in a bid for eternal love, not realizing that the locks would be cut off later that day by disgruntled Policia. Everlasting indeed. All right, and then San Giovanni district. It must be the district that we're currently in. San Giovanni was named after St. John the Baptist, patron saint of Florence. It is the oldest area of the city and the center of administration, encompassing the Palazzo della Signoria. If big churches are your thing, head to Santa Maria de Fiore on the northern edge. It's one of the It is the one with the gigantic dome. All right, and then Firenze. Firenze is founded by Julius Caesar in 59 BCE. Florentia, as it was called by the Romans, quickly became the center of commerce. After the sacking of Rome in the 5th century, the Ostrogoths took over. Under their rule, the city was constantly under attack from the Byzantines, who sent the population level below 1,000. The Lombards came to power in the 6th century, ending the Byzantine assaults. Florence grew to a population of 80,000 in the 14th century, of which 25,000 were working in the wool industry. In 1378, a major revolt of the lower classes led to the wool combers rising up and seizing the government of the city. Their progressive radical democracy lasted for less than 2 months before the upper classes seized control once more, but the revolt was so terrified to the rich that a century later it was still discussed in hushed tones, much as the 1960s hippie movement is today. The Albizzi family became the de facto rulers after the revolt, worried about the rise of the Medici family, who were newly rich bankers rapidly gaining influence in Florence. Masso and Rinaldo Albizzi imprisoned Cosimo de' Medici and exiled him in 1433, but Cosimo gained influence behind the scenes and rose to power in 1434, exiling the entire Albizzi family except for Luca, who had been loyal to Cosimo. Luca Albizzi joined the Signoria, the ruling body of Florence, as Gonfaloniere, succeeding Cosimo's old friend Ezio Auditore in 1442. Under the Medici family, which built impressive public buildings and supported such luminaries as Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Botticelli. The Renaissance began with Florence securely at its center. All right, so that's all the recent entries that we've gotten so far. So let's get back to it. All right.
Hurry, Ezio. The sooner we're done with the doctor, the sooner we can sleep.
All right, so you should see the other guy is the thing we're on now. So follow Federico to the doctor. All right. He's obviously much more skilled at this than me.
Come, don't be shy.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
Fratelli Auditore. Why am I not surprised? You've made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fottiti.
we are. Now get out of here.
Grazie.
This way.
All right, lead on,
Quite a
Federico.
night.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun. Oh, wait. They are.
We should head home, Ezio. Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes. I'd rather avoid a lecture.
Up for a little race, then?
To where?
Roof of that church.
All right, so sibling rivalry, win the race against Federico. All right, here we go.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come
Baby
on.
brother still has much to learn. Come on, Tartaruga.
Well, you cheated. Oops.
Come on, then. This way.
Where are you going?
You'll see.
All right, time to climb.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. May it never change.
And may it never change us.
Here's the title screen. Quite a view from up there.
Enough of that. We really should head home. Let's go.
Wait.
What? Ezio, let Christina sleep.
There will be time enough for that. Later.
All right, nightcap. Pay a surprise visit to the beautiful Christina Vespucci. Well, I think we will synchronize this viewpoint first. All right. Now we can do a leap of faith. And that was 1 of 73.
Eddie, I better hide.
Keep looking! He couldn't have gotten far!
All right, social status icons. Social status icons identify the level of danger and position of the enemies. You can hide in haystacks, wells, and rooftop hutches. All right, good to know. So it looks like we need to head this direction. And we probably want to avoid any of the guards if we can.
Christina! Christina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, Ezio. I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
Well, wait. That came out wrong. Come here.
Oh, Ezio. Oh, Ezio.
Christina! Christina! Celia, your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter. Is it really so terrible that... Figlio d'un cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa! No!
There's really no need for violence. You have me confused with someone else. She needed some help with some things. I'm mostly innocent.
Yeah, might as well get some money. Alright, so the nightcap is now complete. We gotta head. I'm assuming that's back home, so might as well get running. Want to avoid those guys. Alright, let's head up this direction, and then we'll see if we can cut through here. Find our way back home. No, maybe we can go up to the roof. That'll probably be better. A little less people up here, I think. Alright, we'll head this direction. Yeah, looks like here's our house. Yep, right there. Ooh, I wonder if I can get that treasure chest. Nice. 100 florins, I'll take that. Sorry, man.
Good morning, Father.
Come with me.
Is something wrong?
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Vieri di Pazzi last night. And then this little visit to Christina. Your behavior is unacceptable. It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these misadventures won't interfere with your work today.
No, Padre. Avete la mia parola.
I've prepared some documents here for Lorenzo di Medici to review. I need them delivered to him.
With haste, Father.
Return to me when it's done.
All right. Paperboy, deliver Giovanni's letter to Lorenzo di Medici. Easy. All right. Let's get going. All right, watch out for Ezio's enemies, the de Pazzi. All right. You know what would be helpful is if we had, oh, well, I guess there's an entry here. Blacksmiths. This is from Rebecca. I bet these guys can sell you weapons, armor, daggers, and ammunition. They even do repairs. Every Renaissance community needed a blacksmith. Swords, locks, pans, knives, nails, and armor were all made from metal and all needed to be shaped. In addition, architectural ironwork flourished during the Renaissance as blacksmiths began to apply their practical craft towards making art. Alright, what I was looking for was the map. But it doesn't look like there's a viewpoint that's between us and our destination. I mean, we could pick up this this viewpoint here before we get there. And I don't think there's any more database entries. Oh, except for our father. Actually, there's a couple here. All right, let's read them real quick. So Giovanni Auditore, date of birth was 1436. He was a banker, advisor, and noble. Giovanni Auditore was one of the pivotal figures of the 15th century Florentine banking. In charge of overseeing the Medici bank branches across Italy, he kept the Medici machine running while Lorenzo was busy with government. Expanding his reach out into an international operation, it was Giovanni who first noticed the problems with the Lion Bank, causing him to alert Francesco Sassetti, which saved the branch. Such great talent was well rewarded by Il Magnifico, Giovanni developed a close relationship with Lorenzo de' Medici, becoming one of his closest advisors. Successful negotiations to secure the Pope's support of the Medici Bank in 1471 were carried out by Giovanni. Relieved and grateful, Lorenzo paid for Giovanni's palazzo as a gift. And the Palazzo Auditore. Completed in 1473, the Palazzo Auditore is notable for its rusticated stonework and Roman pilasters. Giovanni Auditore designed the palazzo himself based on the initial sketches of Leone Battista Alberti. Once built, the palazzo became a fixture of Santa Maria Novella, of the Santa Maria Novella district. Lorenzo de' Medici mentioned in a letter addressed to Giovanni dated in 1474 that he admired the facade's lack of ostentation. And Cristina Vespucci, so Auditore, or Ezio's girlfriend here, she was born in 1459. She was a student and noble. Cristina Vespucci, a well-known Florentine beauty and a favorite of painters, most notably Botticelli, who used her as a model for several of his paintings. Records kept by his father's guards indicate that Ezio visited her frequently and that he was unbelievably dexterous, as the guards were never able to catch him trespassing. In addition to her looks, Christina also seems to have been somewhat responsible for jump-starting the career of her cousin, the namesake of her father, or her rather famous landmass. At a dinner party attended by Christina and, among other illustrious guests, Lorenzo de' Medici, she was reputed to have been in conversation with Lorenzo and Manfredo Soderini about her cousin's brilliance as a sailor. Well, apparently she exaggerated his importance slightly to impress Lorenzo, and Lorenzo, charmed by her beauty, agreed to hire him. Try Amerigo out. I bet after several years you'll name your shipping company after him, she reported to have joked. Biggest understatement of the century. Yeah, Amerigo Vespucci was a famous explorer, if you guys are unaware. Alright, the Casa di Vespucci, built by a distant great-uncle under the famous Amerigo Vespucci in 1350. The relatively unpresumptuous Vespucci residence is notable for displaying the first painted facade of Florence, a style that was later done to death in the Alterano district. And the doctors. This is from Rebecca. That doctor should be able to heal you if you pay him. Diagrams of the human body and the printing press influenced Renaissance medicine greatly, which had in turn been influenced by Arabic medicine during the Middle Ages. By the 15th century, science had already begun its slow climb towards becoming more relevant than spirituality in the field of healthcare. However, many people stubbornly clung to the old ways, visiting local mystics instead of doctors. After the plague ravaged Europe in 1350, many doctors dressed in special plague gear to treat patients. To prevent contamination, they also wore a cape coated in wax and a primitive gas mask in the shape of a beak. And I guess Santa Trinita was something else that we did not see. Alright, Santa Trinita, constructed over an existing church in 1258. Santa Trinita, the Holy Trinity, is known for its Sassetti Chapel, which is decorated with frescoes of life in the Saint Francis by Domenico Ghirlandaio, a painter most famous for his brief role in one of Michelangelo's teachers. Santa Trinita was the mother church for the Vallambrosian order of monks, a very serious group that strictly enforced both poverty and silence for life. Despite the beauty of Santa Trinita frescoes, very few Vallambrosian monks are likely to have seen them on account of the fact that the monks received beatings for going outside their monasteries. Alright, that's everything. Now we're all caught up. Alright, so let's head over here and see if we can get to that viewpoint real quick. I think that's it over there, across the way. Ouch. That hurt.
He'll break something, the idiot. Ride bene chi ride ultimo.
Alright, here's where the, oops, guess we can't get up that way. Wonder if we can get up on this side. Yes, we can. Alright. Controls are a little awkward, but they're still, I think, a little bit better than in Assassin's Creed 1. Alright, so here's the second viewpoint real quick. I don't think, obviously, we're going to get all the viewpoints in the district, although we could before we continue. Yeah, it looks like there's only 5 more. So we could get all of these in the district before continuing, but we'll get there. Let's just take care of this task from our father real quick.
By order of the Signoria, all merchants trading in unconverted...
So I'm wondering... we don't want to go that way. I think we might have to go up and over to get to where he wants us to go. Just because they have guards basically sitting right at the entrance there. So, not ideal at all. And not what I wanted to do. I was trying to jump into the thing there.
Ah, Ezio, ben trovato. How are you? Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid, and not expected back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
Alright, so now we're going to head back to Giovanni. Okay. Alright, let's see while we're here. We can work our way. Let's work our way this direction. We'll get these viewpoints. And then we'll head back to our dad. Assuming that we can. Because this one I think is up on way up there. And I don't know if we can make that just yet. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far. It is quite a bit. It's a brand new game, so they're brand new in the sense that this is like a new game that we're playing on the channel, and there's quite a bit of stuff that we have to do. So just basically starting over, but we'll get there slowly but surely. And of course, this is the beginning of the Ezio trilogy, so that's always exciting as well. Definitely enjoy the Ezio trilogy. It's very a very good trilogy, and I think really cemented the franchise when it came out. Alright, so we're up at the top. Now we gotta jump down. And there we go. Alright, so that was that one. Let's see about this other one over here. So there's a bunch of codex pages that we can get. We're not gonna get those just yet. We'll get those a little bit later. Alright, another viewpoint over here. Try to avoid these guards as much as possible. I do like the a lot of the freestyle climbing and stuff that this game has, as opposed to some of the other games. Like you can almost climb just about anything, it seems like, which is pretty cool. Another chest to loot. And there's our viewpoint all the way up there. It's another really high place. Kind of interested to see how we get up there. And if we can without being seen by the guards. Like, I don't think we can climb just straight up here. Yeah, I didn't think so. And there are guards right over there. And I think they'll see us if we try to go around the corner here. Yeah. But I think we have to climb up the front there. So we may not be able to do this one just yet. Alright, let's just, we'll just head home, I guess. And then we'll get that later. Unless we can get healed by this doctor. Alright. There we go. So now we're healed. I really would prefer to have, like, weapons to fight these guys, but, you know, if we just have to beat them up, we just have to beat them up. And doesn't look like we can climb up there. I gotta get my money back. Maybe I'll get 50 florins out of these guys. I doubt it though. But hey, we didn't take any damage, so nothing wrong with that. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get up there just yet. I mean, I suppose we can make a jump across here. Maybe there's a place we can grab onto. Can we even get up here? Oop. Wow. All the way across here. Alright, let's see. Is there a place to grab on? So we didn't have to fight those guys, but it was fun, wasn't it? Alright, let's scale around here. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's anything on this side. We'll just keep going all the way around. There's got to be a way up. Yeah, must have went the wrong direction. We should have went the other way. Yep. Should have went the other way. Hey, there's a chest in here. $115 florins. Sounds pretty nice. Is there anything down there? There's another chest down at the bottom, but I don't feel like trying to get that right now. Yeah, so this is quite the challenge climbing up this this wall, obviously. It's got to be like the tallest building in the city, or at least it seems that way. All right. Let's get this viewpoint. Yep, sure is. This literally is the tallest point. Except for maybe that, but I think this is pretty close. Alright, let's head home. I don't think there was another viewpoint. Yeah, that one's kind of out of the way, so we'll skip that one for now. Here's our brother.
Bisquero.
Hey, there's a chest over here
You
too.
worry too much, Giovanni. Francesco Di Pazzi's in prison. The threat is ended.
All right.
Hello, son. You remember my friend Uberto?
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help them.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
Alright, Paperboy is now complete. And there's our mother. So if we look at the DNA, so memory sequence 1, we have quite a bit of stuff here, right? So we've done the majority of it. We just have these 3 remaining things here. So right now we just finished Paperboy. We have memory 6 after we get done some of these other tasks. So courier assignments have now been created. So Claudia Auditore, so not my mother, my sister. She was born in 1461, the 3rd child of Giovanni and Maria Auditore, and the first girl in the family. Claudia seems to have been a bit of a spoiled brat. It looks like her parents had to raise her dowry by 1,000 florins after she scared away all her potential suitors. A report from her school indicates that she once attacked another girl for looking at her boyfriend and knocked her out cold. On the plus side, she's Ezio's sister, so you should be safe. Alright, let's talk to her.
Hey, Claudia. How are you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things from me.
It's Duccio.
What of him?
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought they were my friends.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Wait here. I'll go have a word with him.
Alright. Beat a cheat. Find and punish Duccio. That appears to be what we're going to go do now. Alright, so let's go find her supposed boyfriend and see what he's up to.
Hey, who's that over there?
Avoid the guards. Oh, here's the guy that we want.
Duccio! It's beautiful.
Nothing but the best for you, amore mio.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been promised to her.
The father said I could do much better than an Auditore.
Ah! Birbante! Come, let us walk a bit.
What? I had something else in mind.
Oh, Duccio.
Hey, lurido porco!
Ezio, my friend. Ah! Ma che ti piglia?
You insult my sister, parading around with this puttana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her, or the things you said.
Maybe your sister shouldn't be so stingy with her virtù.
You broke her heart.
Ha! And now I'm going to break your face.
Not if I break yours first.
You Auditore is all talk big, but when it comes time for action, ha!
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
I could have taught your sister a great many things. She's lucky to have had someone like me.
Bastardo!
Basta, mi arrendo.
Stay away from my sister!
Alright, beat up events are now available. Alrighty. Beat a cheat has now been completed. Well, I guess we're beating these guys up too. Come on, get up.
You're still breathing.
Might as well get our loot. 16 florins, nice. What about you? 10 florins. $11 florins. So money is important in this game because you'll end up buying quite a bit of stuff once you get to our little villa that we get later in the game. Alright, let's see what we got here. So there's two tasks. It looks like there's one right here at the front. And then there's one... That one I think is inside, it looks like. Who is this? He must be a mail carrier. Alright, let's see. Access banks. Alright, so banks. So from Rebecca it says... Looks like the Templars are using the banking network to transport their money. I bet you could snag some of that cash. With the advent of double entry bookkeeping, which allowed bankers to keep track of all their clients' deposits and withdrawals, and the proliferation of many different types of Italian currency into the pool of circulation, banks became an essential part of everyday Renaissance life. Banks technically couldn't make money on their money because the Catholic Church forbade the charging of interest, but in practice this restriction wasn't followed by bankers or even by the Vatican, which participated in the banking system and required banks to pay the Pope, quote-unquote, gifts in proportion to the amount of money he had deposited with them. As long as it isn't called interest, God won't notice, right? Very interesting. Alright, let's see. It looks like our brother is out here. Petruchio, so let's take a look at him. So he was born in 1463. He was also a student and noble. The youngest of the Auditore children, Petruchio was described as having a weak constitution by Giovanni Auditore in a letter to Lorenzo de' Medici soon after the boy's birth. Apparently he didn't improve with time, and Petruchio was pulled from school due to illness when he was 12, and, according to records from the family doctor, was confined to bed. No other data exist after that, so it is possible that he eventually succumbed to his illness.
What are you doing out here, Petruccio? You should be in bed.
I want those feathers.
What for?
It's a secret.
If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes, I promise.
All right, so Petruchio's secret: obtain eagle feathers for Petruchio before he gets into trouble for sneaking out of bed. All right, I think we can do that. Just gotta get up here on the roof. All right, where's those first feathers? Oh, right here below me. All right, there's the first one. We got 2 more to gather. There's 1 and 1 more to go. There we go. So we got all of them. Now we got to take them back. I like how it's playing like this intense music to go collect some feathers. I find it funny. Looks like we got to go up and over, so we'll just do that. I mean, it is rather nice. The music in this game is pretty cool. All right, give him his feathers.
As promised.
Grazie, brother.
You still haven't told me why you want these.
I will. In time.
All right, Petruchio's secret is now synced. And now I think we get to deal with our mom. All right, Maria Auditore. So she was born in 1432. She was a writer and a noble. I grow tired of these walls that surround me and I'm bored with safety. Now is the time to make a decision. I will go out there and see what my life may truly be. Maria wrote those words when she turned 16, a week before she met Giovanni Auditore. Born into the powerful banking family, the Mazzi, Maria is one of the most famous historical sources of the time period due to her multi-volume diary, which has been translated by several notable scholars and is on display in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. With funding from her parents, Maria opened up a bakery in the courtyard of her family palazzo, which she transformed into an artistic gathering place. It was there that she met a man with such conviction, I found myself rooted on the spot, unable to look anywhere else. That man was Giovanni Auditore. Maria and Giovanni were married in 1450. Maria's diary entries continue for the next few decades, describing her patronage of several up-and-coming artists and her trials as a mother, at which point she abruptly abandons her writing to the disappointment of historians everywhere. Alright, and we've unlocked feathers, so feathers can now be collected throughout the world. Alright, let's speak to our mother.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Anyway, I have an errand to run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here.
All right, friend of the family, help Maria with her errand. All right, so we just follow her.
I know about your fight with Vieri.
What fight?
Per piacere. Let's not play this game.
He spoke ill of us. I could not allow him to continue.
I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What will happen to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done. It is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
Alrighty. I guess we just follow her here, and then I guess she's going to go to see, oh, here's another entry. So, Bodega de Leonardo da Frenzia. So, Leonardo da Vinci opened his own studio after completing his apprenticeship to Verrocchio, one of the most successful Florentine artists of the day. Between 1476 and 1481, Leonardo probably continued to collaborate with Verrocchio, although no one is quite sure what he was working on. In 1481, he was given his first commission by the monks of San Donato di Scapeto to paint the Adoration of the Magi. In true Da Vinci style, he began painting, but then he never finished it.
Here we are.
All right. So I guess this is Leonardo da Vinci's house.
Hello, Leonardo.
Madonna Maria.
This is my son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
He's very talented.
Immagino.
Self-expression is vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Mother.
Back to your house then.
Si. Ezio, help Leonardo, will you?
Alright, guess we gotta carry this back, so carry the box to Palazzo Auditore. Alright, pick it up.
So Ezio, what do you do?
He's been...
Alright, so Leonardo da Vinci, he was born in 1452. He was a painter, inventor, designer, architect, scientist, and engineer. The illegitimate son of a notary and a peasant woman, Leonardo da Vinci was raised in Tuscany. Like many destined to be superstars, he had no surname, Vinci being the town where he was born. At age 14, he was apprenticed to a Florentine painter, Verrocchio, who taught him chemistry, drafting, painting, sculpting, and modeling. When he was 20, Leonardo established his own workshop and then traveled across Italy, eventually painting his greatest masterpieces, The Last Supper in 1498 and the Mona Lisa in somewhere between 1503 and 1507. During his travels, Leonardo studied the world with unquenchable curiosity, recording his observations in mirror writing within his notebooks. He created designs for a helicopter, tank, solar power, and a calculator, among others. He was also an engineer, designing garrisons, cannons, and movable barricades. Despite this epic list of accomplishments, Leonardo was hounded by his patrons for his chronic procrastination. Pieces frequently took years longer than anticipated, and many were never finished at all. Leonardo had also a tumultuous love life. Accused of sodomy in 1476, he was most likely a homosexual. The lie, his assistant, was accused of stealing and spending too much money on clothes, but was also probably Leonardo's lover. Leonardo painted several pictures of Salai, including his famous St. John the Baptist, and left the Mona Lisa to him when he died in 1519.
Working for his father.
Ah, you're to be a banker.
For now. And you, art was it?
Truth be told, it's been difficult for me to settle. Painting is nice, but I often feel like my work lacks, I don't know, a purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo. I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna. That's kind of you.
Alright, I guess I walk back by myself. Oh, now they're following now. Okay. At first I was like, okay, I guess we're just gonna stand here. Yeah, I guess we just walk back to the house and that'll be that. Alright, let's take a look at the map just to see if there's a easier way to get back around here. It doesn't look like it. I don't know if there's like a little entrance. Maybe through here, I guess. That's where we have to go. Which would make sense. Literally just the opposite direction that we just traveled. Alright, we've made it back, so I guess we just set it down here. And that's that.
Help, son. Don't let me keep you from your other duties.
It was nice to meet you, Ezio. I hope our paths cross again.
Anch'io.
Alright, checkpoint is reached. We got 100 florins for it. Friend of the family is now synced. Alright, let's take a look at the DNA real quick. So memory sequence 1, we have everything except for memory number 9. So, and then it looks like there's 3 other ones that we'll get to after that. However, before we continue, I think it would be a good idea to gather up all of these viewpoints in the area. So let's go and take care of that real quick before we continue. And this video might get broken up into several other videos just because I think this is going to be rather long if we go about doing all of these things all at once. So it'll just be a break in the video. There won't be like a any kind of intro or anything. It'll just be a quick like, hey, break, next video kind of deal. Alright, so that was another viewpoint. Let's see what else we got here. Might as well go grab this one as well. So there's 2 more it looks like, so we'll grab both of those. Assuming we can go over that way. I guess we have to go this way. And we're gonna get in a fight. Yeah, I think we just avoided it. That was close. Alright. Looks like our next synchronization point is right here. I don't know if these guys are going to get me or not. Climb quicker, climb quicker. Alright, we're good. Although when we come down, that might be a different story. Because we're basically going to jump down right in front of them. Yeah, that's gonna get annoying. Every time I accidentally bump the button there, it seems like I keep clicking the left stick, which is bringing up my weapon wheel. Which I'm not complaining about, but it is a little bit annoying. Alright, and the last viewpoint here, we'll grab that one. Now all of the city of Florentine, or yeah, of Florence will open up as we go through the game here. So I'm not super worried about getting like all of the beat up quests and all that stuff done right this second. And again, we may or may not end up dividing up the video into multiple videos. Kind of depends on when I'm editing what it ends up looking like, but I'll try to keep it all in one if it's like reasonable. So I would say like inside of 2 hours, I'll just keep it as one video. And we're almost done with memory block 1, so I don't think that'll be too much of a task to do. But yeah, so if we talk to this guy, we have no armor and we can't buy anything. So for you guys that are curious of, you know, why don't you just get a weapon? We can't. Not yet. We will here pretty soon though, because I think we're about to become a assassin before the end of memory block 1. And hurt ourselves. Awesome.
Don't be shy. I only...
And it's 50
most days should you require my aid.
50 to heal ourselves every time. We got a beat up quest here if we want to beat up somebody, but we might as well beat these dudes up. Especially if I'm going to pay 50 florins to get healed. Might as well just go ahead and beat these guys up, and then, well, that'll help out quite a bit. That was 25 florins, or 23 florins. And that's, so we're up to 46 now. Let's check this guy. And 15? Nice, they paid for our healing. Alright. And we also got rid of those guys that are literally sitting right outside of our house. I will take it.
Ezio, come in, son. I need these packages delivered to associates of mine in the city. I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, stay out of trouble.
All right. Special delivery. Deliver 2 letters and retrieve a third from a pigeon coop for Giovanni, then return to him. All right. Complete all 3 errands. All right. So we got a from Giovanni Auditore. Giovanni has sealed his letter. It would be wrong to open it. Okay. Is that the same one? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go and let's see, take a look and see which one's closest. And we'll just work that way. So we'll go do this one first, and then we'll work our way around that direction. Now what we should have did is just beat up all the people, and then we wouldn't have to worry about it. Oops, in here. Alright, here's the first one.
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here. Don't worry, boy. We're not contagious. Least I'm not.
Okay. That's kind of interesting. Here's a chest. Let's loot that. There for a second I was like, uh-oh, we're about to get in a fight. But I think those are like the vigilantes and courtesans that will help us. Alright, next, over this direction.
All who need aid are welcome here.
And this one we might have to go up for.
Here, over here.
I have a delivery from
Giovanni Auditore?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No. Why would I be followed?
Give me the package. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait! Come back! Explain yourself!
The plot thickens. Alright, one more delivery to make. And where's this guy? Is he up on the roof? Oh no, it's the pigeon coop, that's right. And here we go. Alright, hold for contextual camera. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Alright, the errand was complete, so that is now done. Special delivery is now synced. Alright, let's head back home. Although that is a little nerve-wracking there. It looked like those people were headed towards our house. Alright, chests are chests that contain money. So obviously, yeah, you want to collect those if you see them. Alright, let's head home. Hopefully those guards weren't going to our house.
Father? Federico!
Ezio! Thank God!
What happened? Where is everyone?
They took your father and brothers to the Palazzo della Signoria, to prison.
And my mother, my sister.
Ezio.
Claudia. Are you all right?
Yes, but Mother... She's in shock. When she resisted...
It's not safe here. Is there some place you can take them?
Yes, to my sisters.
Good, do that. In the meantime, I'll go see my father.
Be careful, Messer Ezio. The guards were looking for you as well.
Alright, Jailbird. Reach Giovanni's cell at the top of the Palazzo della Signoria and find out why he's been imprisoned. Alrighty. Being notorious means guards are suspicious of you and will react to your actions of your presence. Alright. Yep, so detection, we know how that kind of works already. It fills with yellow, then it'll fill with red, and then red obviously means that they're going to attack me. So we don't want that to happen. Unless we want to get into a fight. Alright, so we gotta head over all the way over there, and then that's where we're gonna find our father in his prison cell. So as long as we stay on the roof, we should be okay for now. And like I said, we'll get all these codex pages and all that stuff a little bit later. We're not going to get them right now. Alright, so it looks like we got some guards that we'll have to fight, or hopefully not fight. Maybe we can get around them. But I doubt it. I think we're going to have to go fight them. Oops. Ooh, that almost did me in there. Because I clicked the button. Alright, where's that guard at? Is he in sight? No. Let's just try to avoid him if we can. especially since we don't have a weapon. So you can throw an enemy into breakable objects to kill them. Not super worried about that right this second. Alright, where is our father's prison cell? I'm assuming it's probably down, maybe?
You won't get away!
Alright, well. Guess we get in a fight anyways. 3 florins. You must be a poor prisoner of the system. Alright. I guess we can drop down. Let's see if there's a way in here. Unless it's inside. It might be inside. Or maybe it's just further down. And that's how you die. Alright, let's go climb the tower and find Giovanni's cell. Yep, so being notorious obviously means that the guards will be suspicious and react to our actions and presence. We know how the detection meter works. Obviously it fills up with yellow, then to red, and then when it turns to red, then they come and attack us. So we don't want that to happen. But, you know, if that's how it is, that's how it is. So we'll just try to avoid them as much as possible, assuming that we can. If not, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, how do we get into here? I'm assuming we'll probably have to climb in. We'll have to find a way in. So might as well just climb up here, I guess. And there's a guard. So the guard obviously is going to be mad that we're here. And of course we're unarmed, so all we have is the ability to fight them with our fists. Alright, so he's taken care of. And there's another guard.
Get down now! Raju, what? Come back here!
And that's 2 guards down. We should have looted the other guard. Rookie mistake. But all they got's like 3 florins, so does it really make a difference? Probably not. They're just poor guards with their 3 florins. But as I've already said, you know, the floor... Oh, there we go. All the way up there is where we're going to go. So fighting the guards is, you know, not really fruitful when it comes to money, but we have to get as much money as possible just to kind of advance getting all of our upgrades for our weapons and all that stuff.
Ezio. Father. What's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm alright. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Aneta took them.
Yes. Wait. You knew this would happen?
Not the way it did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
What do you mean? Explain!
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfaloniere, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the pigeon. It said go, Ezio.
Go now.
was trying to do the contextual camera, but it didn't let me. Alright. Let's see. So anytime you see pigeons, that means that there's a place to jump down. So let's do that. And then we will head to where we need to go. So back home. Bunch of guards over there. Or they might be patsy men. One of the two. Alright, we'll just head back this way. Head back to our house. And see if we can find the stuff that Father was talking about. Alright. Well, we don't need to be healed. We didn't take any damage, thank goodness. Probably missed a turn back there, but that's alright. We can just go through this way. Hey, I guess we're gonna get into a fight. Might as well take the money while we can, huh? Feel like we've already beat these guys at once. They just keep coming back for more. But I'll gladly take their 30-ish florins. Alright, here's our house. Alright, family heirloom. Recover Giovanni's documents and deliver them to Alberto Albertini. Alright.
Father said there was a door here.
So use Ecovision to display information about your surroundings. Oh, looks like there's the door. Alright, retrieve the chest contents. So I guess our dad was an assassin. Good to know.
To bring this to Messer Roberto.
All right. So there we go. Can we review this? What does it say? Father sealed the letter. It would be wrong for me to open it. Yep. Just like always. All right. Can't run in the house. So let's head out this way.
Traditore! Hey, what's with the swords? Aren't you supposed to arrest me?
Well, I have my own sword, so...
No. What do you want then?
For you to die!
Well, that's not going to happen. So why don't we explore other options?
There are no other options!
Alright. Go ahead and loot him. Hey, that one's a rich guard. He's got 5 florins. What about this other one? He had 4. So richer, but not as rich. Alright. Let's head this direction. Figure out where we have to go to meet with Mr. Alberti. Alright, so he's not too far away. We'll head this direction. Cut through here. Oh, more guards. Hooray. Oops. Ouch. Ooh, that did not look like it felt good. I mean, obviously, it's not going to feel good regardless, but that really didn't look good. Not evil.
Ezio Auditore? What are you doing here at this hour?
I don't...
Wait, child. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts.
My father and brothers have been imprisoned. I was told to bring you this.
I see now. It's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything up.
How?
The documents you've given me contain evidence of a conspiracy against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning, and they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
Yeah, famous last words. I don't trust him. Alright, family heirloom is now complete. So we have now handed in the papers there, and the assassin's robes have been acquired. Broken hidden blade is acquired. Codex page acquired. Alright. Let's take a look at what we have. Alright, so we have quite a few things. Where did we leave off at? Yeah, I think it was Claudia. Okay. So, Giotto's Campanelli, begun by Giotto di Bononi, the famous architect and painter, in 1334. His famous Gothic bell tower was incomplete when Giotto died. Andrea Pisano took over, and then in 1348 was felled by the Black Death. In 1359, the tower was completed by Francesco Talentini, who deviated from Giotto's plan in his design of the upper three floors. He enlarged each floor to match the previous according to perspective, so when seen from below, all three floors seemed to be exactly the same size. The tower was clad in white marble from Carrara, red marble from Siena, and green marble from Prato. It takes exactly 414 steps to reach the top, and perhaps predicting Charles Messier's discovery of the Whirlpool Galaxy in 1414 years later, or Whirlpool Galaxy exactly 414 years later, or perhaps not. Alright, the Santa Maria del Fiore, one of Italy's largest churches, the largest landmark in Florence. Santa Maria del Fiore is considered by many to be the first masterpiece of the Renaissance architecture. Although the church was designed by Arnolfo di Cambio in 1296, the dome was not started until the beginning of the 15th century, with Cambio long dead. None of the architects at the time had any idea how to construct such an enormous structure, since the use of buttresses was forbidden in Florence and mortar took several days to set. But all was not lost in an amazing comeback story. Filippo Brunelleschi, an architect who had been defeated in an earlier bid to design the baptistery doors, won the competition to build the dome. He beat out Lorenzo Ghiberti, the same artist he had lost to before. Brunel, I'm just going to call him B, invented machines to hoist the bricks needed for the dome up to the workers, and was able to construct the entire dome without using centering. A supporting structure to hold the dome in place while the bricks were laid, containing over 4 million bricks. The dome was completed in 1436. The lantern was added after B's death in 1446 and supposedly contains holy relics. However, there were several rumors that in fact the entire tomb of an unknown origin is located inside. Alright, the Palazzo della Signoria. Arnolfo di Cambio designed the Palazzo della Signoria, also known as Palazzo Vecchio. in 1299 for the rulers of Florence and Signoria. The Signoria was made up of 9 members, or priori, selected by the city's guilds, 2 from each district, and a gonfaloniere of justice. Members were supposed to be chosen by lot, but once the Medici family took power, only their friends seemed to end up in the drawing, governed by the people, right? Interesting fact, the tower is in front of the off-center because it was incorporated into the palazzo from an earlier structure. It contains 2 small cells, one of which was used to imprison Cosimo de' Medici. Art merchants. This is from Rebecca. Looks like you can buy paintings for the Villa Auditore here. Maybe they have some other special things for sale as well. Shops of Renaissance artists were usually small and dealt mainly in religious decorations for churches or homes. Artists were not considered visionaries as they are today, but they were treated merely as craftsmen, just like carpenters and blacksmiths. The production of the art was usually cooperative. The head of the shop was the master, who received commissions and oversaw the assembly of the paintings. He was expected to be a businessman and turn a profit, usually creating copies of whatever religious paintings were in vogue at the time. And I don't know if we read Leonardo's. Yes, we did. Okay. The Bodega de Leonardo da Frenzia, we did not read. Leonardo da Vinci opened his own studio after completing his apprenticeship. Yeah, actually we did read this, didn't we not? Yeah, we did. Okay, so that is everything. Alright, let's head to the Palazza. Looks like we're gonna have to fight some people. Probably a good idea not to kill them. I don't know if that'll get us desynchronized. Just because these are like the fake, not actual guards that are using weapons. So we don't want to, you know, upset the people, if you will. Alright, so we're almost got 2,000. He's not dead. I just beat him up. I didn't kill him. Alright, we'll head this direction. Cut through here. Over this direction towards the Palazza. Oh, come on, man. Don't knock me down. That wasn't nice. Alright, last man standing. Attend the acquittal of Petruchio, Giovanni, and Federico.
Giovanni Auditore, you and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents that were delivered to you last night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents.
He's lying!
Need to get closer.
In the absence of any compelling evidence to the contrary, I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death.
You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will! Father!
There! Grab the boy! He's one of them!
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Guards! Arrest him!
Time to fight. Ooh, that dude looks a little heavy. Ooh, man.
Better run, boy. And fast.
Time to go. Nope, don't fall, don't fall. Run, run, run. Nope. Run. Nope, that didn't work. Those guys saw me, of course. Because why wouldn't they? To the roof. Well, that didn't work. Because now we are trapped. Up, up, before they get us. There we go, world's just hiding there. That should be pretty easy. They can't see us right now. We escaped! Hooray! Alright, last man standing is now synced. So as I was suspecting, we got betrayed. Memory sequence 1 is now complete. Alright, so we're now notorious, and the guards will be after us. Alright, so we'll end the episode there. Alright, so as I was saying, memory sequence 1 is now complete. So we will leave it here, and I will pick up with memory sequence number 2 in the next episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one.